call on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Voice of the voiceless.
Sports Rock.
Ericsson, Garnacho hasn't stopped. Garnacho has scored in stoppage time. And Manchester United have nicked it.
For updates in the world of football.
Sterling for Liverpool. He's seen Henderson face to face with Fernandinho. Henderson! Oh wow! Lift the Anfield roof. Company's error, yes.
Formula One.
Near him, because down the inside now comes Carlos Sainz on Lewis Hamilton. Sainz just squeezes Hamilton, who goes over the rumble strip.
Cycling. Boxing. Basketball and lots more. Listen to us live on Sport Rush, Mondays to Fridays, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv Radio. For more inquiries, please call 0806-242-9799. Sport Rush, your everyday dose of sports.
Nani. Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Wayne Rooney out of this world!
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi. Immens Messi. Encara Messi.
Hello, good morning to beautiful faces that I've seen it this morning. Good morning, this is SPORTVILLE on Al-IyamoyeTv, and as you all know, this is where we give you the news, latest news all around in the world of football, and not only football, in the world of sport, where we give you what is happening presently in the world of sports. Today being the 24th day of October 2023. You know, I always said it, this month is going to an end, and actually this year is running to an end. I pray may God make us and let us see the end of this year. No one of us should die or should be perished down. Good morning to everyone out there, and the followers and viewers on Al-IyamoyeTv and the SPORTVILLE, where we give you the news there. And I am IBRAHIM, ONIGBINDE. You know, the question I am to begin with today is just, do you think, or what is your own thought about Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur? Is Tottenham winning the league this season? You know, everyone was just talking about this because if you look at the matches that has played now, the manager, Ange Postecoglou, is performing really well for this team. Looking at Spurs being at the top of the table. What do you think about Tottenham? I'm still coming back to that. Which I will tell you much about what is happening about Tottenham Hotspur. And what do you think? Just think of that. You can also drop your comments and via the comment section. Let's talk about this. Let's discuss. Let's have a discussion about Tottenham. Do you think Tottenham can win the league this season? No, that is how it happens. In the era of Leicester City, having won, when they won the league, we were also contemplating. We're talking about this. Is Leicester City winning the league? Then, unfortunately, he won the league, which everybody was like, oh, Leicester City. Simply happening to Tottenham Hotspur now. Do you think Tottenham is winning the league this season? Before we talked about that, let me just move to the news. Today, I'm only staying on the world of football. I'm so sorry for not being here yesterday. It was due to some issue. But thank God we are here today. But unfortunately, yesterday, I have a lot to tell you about those that happened throughout the weekend. But fortunately, there was an issue yesterday which I couldn't make it up to you yesterday. But today, I may not talk about what happened, but because presently we have a lot of things to discuss. Today we're talking about Ajax Amsterdam. Maurice Stijn has been sacked. Ajax and Maurice Stijn will part ways with immediate effect. The club management and Stijn has agreed that the coach will step down from this position. Looking at that, Ajax is currently 17th in Eredivisie. Oh, that's so serious. And you think Ajax, this has happened to them, it's been a long time. After the decision to sack Stijn, Ajax decide for Ilde Maduro to take over for the time being an interim manager. to stay interim manager to be there to hold on the players. So what do you think about that? Because you know, Ajax Amsterdam, when it was the era of Erik ten Hag, Ajax was so superb. He was defeated. He was playing all over around, whichever was like Ajax has come back to the limelight. Unfortunately, this happens to Ajax Amsterdam, sacking the manager. Now on the 17th on the table. Oh, that's so serious about Ajax Amsterdam. Away from that, let me just pick it up. Let me move to Inter Milan. Inter Milan, Emre Mkhitaryan on his contract due to expire in June. I am very happy at Inter Milan. I feel very good here. My plan is to stay at the club. Negotiation over a new deal will continue in the next week and month. No rush as both parties want same outcome. Since when Mkhitaryan has got into Inter Milan, you know, leaving Manchester United, he went to some other teams. He went to AS Roma before moving to Inter Milan. He played so much well. He performed perfectly. We're looking at Inter Milan now, looking at the way he's doing, the way he's performing perfectly well, whichever sees him as a good player. We don't. Seeing me playing at Inter Milan, I even talk to myself like, why did Manchester United release Mkhitaryan? Why? Because looking at the Manchester United team now, if Mkhitaryan was there, you know what he's capable of doing. You know what he can do to the team. What he's capable of proving to them. But unfortunately, they let him go away from that. They let him move away from the team. Away from that, let me just move away from that to Real Madrid side. Let me just move to Real Madrid side, to the Spanish side. Real Madrid have started off the La Liga season well, dropping points just twice in their opening 10 games and getting the best out of Jude Bellingham behind the striker. However, one of their other summer signing has not enjoyed things quite as much as this season. And who is that? Brahim Diaz has played just 117 minutes in their 12 games this season and started just once at home against Las Palmas. They have scored and was named man of the match, playing in Bellingham's situation since he has played just 17 minutes. Sport says that if Ancelotti continues showing a clear lack of desire to play Brahim, he will leave next summer, with Real Madrid happy to see him leave for 20 million euro. And for 20 million euro, the level also note his lack of protagonism under Ancelotti. But do not go far as saying he will be sold. As noted, the imminent return of fitness of Arda Güler will not aid matter for Brahim, who will likely compete for a spot with the Turkish wonderkid for minutes. Talking about Brahim Diaz, Star will leave for 20 million euro next summer if Ancelotti continues ignoring this player. If you look at Brahim Diaz, he was brought to Real Madrid, but fortunately, Jude Bellingham has taken up everything at my Real Madrid presently. So Brahim Diaz has no chance to get into the team. And also, Ancelotti, you know, that was what they're talking about. If Ancelotti keep ignoring this player, he will eventually leave the team. He will eventually move away from Real Madrid and move to some other team. Probably we may not say, and a team can just come up for him and says, we want to get this player. We want this player. But unfortunately, let's talk about that now, because probably we should just look into that and see. Because Arda Güler is coming back as well. So we can Brahim Diaz. And he played so much against Las Palmas. He won the man of the match. So what happens to Brahim Diaz not playing for Real Madrid side? Again, away from that, moving to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich star Jamal Musiala is one of the most talented in the world. And as things stand, he has no intention of leaving Bavaria. Instead, the news on where he might go if he did not come to a decision to move on. He has revealed that Bayern Munich are preparing a new contract for Musiala, and the 20-year-old is linked to stay at FC Hollywood, currently in talks over a new deal. He is linked to win the Ballon d'Or at Bayern if he can. Do you think Musiala can win the Ballon d'Or at Bayern Munich? Do you think Bayern Munich is the best place for Jamal Musiala? But looking at it as it is now, Jamal Musiala, if eventually said he wants to leave Bayern Munich, which other firm do you think he can be able to go and prove himself perfectly well. Number one, I would say to Real Madrid. If Jamal Musiala moves to Real Madrid, do you think he can prove himself? Looking at the lines of players that are there, playing his position, Adagula is there. He wants to prove himself. And Musiala is also a 20-year-old player. We have Vinicius Jr. Even though Vinicius is having a little problem with the racism, do you think Rodrigo would let Jamal Musiala perform? Jude Bellingham is there. Brahim Diaz is having a problem there. He's also part of the team. And so what do you think? Do you think Jamal Musiala moving to, if eventually said he wants to leave Bayern Munich to the Bavarians, he will reach other team? And also if we said he should move to Barcelona, do you think he can perform, he can prove himself at Barcelona? And that is to Jamal Musiala. Do you think going to Barcelona, if eventually he moves there, do you think he can perform? Looking at the likes of players they have Rafinha, they have Lamine Yamal, presently there. They have Gavi, they have Rodri. You know, this kind of a thing. Do you think Jamal Musiala moving out of there, he could be able to perform where we think he should? And what do you think about that? What do you see to that? What do you, from your own perspective, from your own look of things, do you think to be a best decision for Jamal Musiala to move away from this team, to move away from Bayern Munich, or he should just be there? And do you think being a Bayern Munich, can he win the Ballon d'Or? That's the question to everyone. Now moving ahead from that to Barcelona, before going on for a commercial break, Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez has been reported like the heat with injury issue over the space of the last month, and the team are yet to improve as they head into a crucial week. They got back their feel good factor on Sunday, right? As 17-year-old forward Mark Green scored with just his second touch to win the match against Athletic Club. Yet it was only the side due to an injury crisis. Sergio Roberto and Jose Koundé have been ruled out of El Clasico next Saturday. This coming Saturday, but there had been some hope that Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Rafinha, and Robert Lewandowski might make it in particular. It was thought that Xavi might be able to give Pedri and Rafinha some minutes in preparation for their clash with Real Madrid against Shakhtar Donetsk on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, in the Champions League. It might give them a chance for them to be able to know if they are capable of playing the El Clasico coming up on the Saturday. However, the disappointing news as broken by Sport is that none of those players will return to face Shakhtar Donetsk. That's the news that just got into us, that none of the players will be back to face Shakhtar Donetsk tomorrow. When Pedri was ruled out, it was believed that he would be back for the Atletico clash at the latest, but the Barcelona determined not to rush his recovery. The Blaugrana has listened purely to what the Canary Islanders body tells him. Rafinha too was believed to be next closer to fitness, but it appears he will not make it clear either. The two of them, which he think he might use against Shakhtar Donetsk tomorrow. Unfortunately, none of the player will be available, not until El Clasico, and probably they may not be able for El Clasico. Let's see what happened between the two sides. The news can come up lately and tell us that they are fit to play against Shakhtar tomorrow or El Clasico. Let's go on a commercial break. After we come back, there are news coming up, and major news. We'll give you the match report that is coming up today. Those players that are facing each other in the Champions League tonight, and we'll tell you what will happen. And also talked about some news about Chelsea, about Man U and Manchester United. Do stay with us and enjoy the rest of the good morning.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to see greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volumes volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9, South Central Mosque, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
Gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbà mu ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion. House of Zion, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zion, lẹ́tí máa rójúlówó Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógè gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zion lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zion wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zion 08165688618. House of Zion, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
All right, welcome back from that commercial break that we just came out. Thank you for still being with us. Thank you for staying on Al-IyamoyeTv and with the SPORTVILLE. Let's just talk about some little news before moving here to the match report that's coming. Manchester City could allow Kevin De Bruyne to leave due to major concern. Kevin De Bruyne may not be offered a contract renewal at Manchester City if his injury record worsens. That is what the news that has come up to us. The Football Insider revealed on Friday that the 31-year-old remains happy at City and his mega money contract runs down. The Bruyne deal is set to expire in June 2025. He could be able to leave. Man City could allow Kevin De Bruyne leave due to major concern. The injury has been happening to Kevin De Bruyne. He has not made Kevin De Bruyne be at his best this season because it's having an injury crisis. Is affecting Kevin De Bruyne. A lot is happening to Kevin De Bruyne. So if actually it continues like this, Man City has said it, he could be able to leave the team, could be released to make him go anywhere he wants to, because they can't just be paying him a wages like that with an injury-prone player without even playing. This season, he hasn't played 10 matches for Man City. He hasn't even played 5 matches for Man City. And we all know what Kevin De Bruyne is capable of doing. Away from that, let me just move to Manchester United. Erik ten Hag on Rasmus Højlund. I am sure he will score goals. I'm confident he's going to do that. And Rashford too. I think Rasmus is a player who will always be in scoring position in our team. That's the manager, Manchester United manager, saying about Rasmus Højlund. But what I think about Højlund is just because the players, likes of Rashford and Tony, they are, what to my own belief, giving Rasmus Højlund a better thing, a better ball for him to be able to score. They are not giving him all what it takes to do that. Looking at Marcus Rashford, he also wants to make a goal scoring. And Tony also wants to make a goal scoring for the team. So looking at this team, if they are still doing all this, they are not playing together, Rasmus Højlund may not have a good score. Because presently now, as being a striker, I think he should be able to have 5 goals. Unfortunately, even if it's the lowest of it, as being a striker, he should have 5 goals. And we all know Rasmus as the best and a good striker. But unfortunately, at Manchester United, reverse is the case. He's not giving up what we wanted from him, what we expected of him. Away from Manchester United to Chelsea. Now, Pochettino on Enzo and Caicedo. It's crazy for players to come back from South America on Wednesday and play on Saturday. Enzo and Caicedo were tired. But if I say, okay, I'm going to give them the rest and not play, you will call me. For sure. And then the owner also. You know, if eventually they did not use, if Mauricio Pochettino did not use Enzo and Caicedo, if Chelsea lost the match against Arsenal. You know what everybody will talk about, will say, everybody will shout at Mauricio Pochettino that why didn't you use Enzo and Caicedo? So that is why he's just being careful of that, so that he won't fall a victim of all these rumors that is going all around. Away from that, again from Chelsea, Jamie Carragher, last 22-year-old Chelsea star, for stepping up to show captain-like authority against his teammates and seasoned professional Raheem Sterling during the Blues 2-2 draw against Arsenal. Carragher admitted he didn't like to see players fighting over who should be taking penalties. He lauded Fernandes, he calmly diffusing the situation while also giving Palmer the penalty. I don't really like that. Carragher said, speaking on the altercation on Monday Night Football, I think people should know who the penalty taker is before the game. The one thing I did like was the authority shown by Enzo Fernandez for a young player who is saying to a seasoned professional in Raheem Sterling, listening, Kopama is taking it. And almost in a cool manner, it almost came across as captain like he's early 30s. But what Carragher was talking about there is just because looking at the scene that happens on that very day, the match that came up against Chelsea and Arsenal playing the 2-2 draw, you can see Raheem Sterling, Kopama fighting against the penalty. But Enzo came to there and settled it up. Calming Raheem Sterling, let Palmer play this penalty. Playing as in the way he presented the thing to Raheem Sterling, like he was aged, like 30-year-old player. Unfortunately, he's still young. He was talking to Raheem Sterling, who is older than him, like he should just be calm for Kopama to play the penalty. And eventually, he proved himself like a captain. He did to him like he is the captain of the team. And he did well. And he ended up, which I think Raheem Sterling made a good decision for letting Kopama to play the penalty. And you see, when Kopama scored the ball, he also jubilated. He also made it a cheerful one to him. Away from that to Arsenal, Arteta asked on goalkeeper change after Raya's mistake. Mistake happened in football. There is a pressure on playing at the big club. You have to win and you have to be at your best. And you have someone next to you that is pushing you. That is to Raya and Ramsdale. You know, Arteta was talking about, there was a news I heard, which Ramsdale, after Raya made a mistake, he was laughing. He was making jest of Raya. See, like, you said you want to put me on bench for Raya and see what happens to Raya now. And Arteta has come to this and tell Raya, it's just because of the new club, he's afraid. You know, being at a big club, a lot to be expected of you. So that is what is happening to David Raya presently. I believe with time, he should be able to get himself ready for everything that is coming up. In the matches that came up yesterday, Al-Ittihad, the Saudi Pro League Al-Ittihad against Al-Kuwa, they played 1-0 in favor of Al-Ittihad. Udinese against Leeds played 1-1. Udinese scored 1 goal and Leeds also scored 1 goal. Al-Hilal of Saudi and Mumbai City, they played 6 goals to 0, with Mitrovic scored a hat-trick. Milivojevic Savic scored a goal, and Mohamed Burak also scored, and also Al-Malik also scored. So Mitrovic was proving himself at Al-Hilal, scoring a hat-trick for Al-Hilal against Mumbai City. Fiorentina against Empoli, 2 goals to 0 in favor of Empoli, scoring 2 goals. Tottenham against Fulham, 2 goals for Tottenham and 0 for Fulham, with Son and Madison Medigo scoring. Valencia against Cadiz. Valencia defeats Cadiz 2 goals to 0. And matches that is coming up today in the Champions League, which everybody wants to watch. Champions League is back today. Inter Milan against Salzburg. What's the prediction on that? Inter Milan against Salzburg. Galatasaray against Bayern Munich. That's a big tough match. Manchester United against Copenhagen. Sevilla against Arsenal. Arsenal, are they in trouble? Or Sevilla is in trouble? Let's wait and see. Lens against PSV. Union Berlin against Napoli. Braga against Real Madrid. Benfica against Real Sociedad. So what do you think? You can just drop your prediction on there, which everybody will see. We will all know what is going to happen between the two sides. What do you think between the two sides? Do you think Arsenal will defeat Sevilla? That's a big, tough match, which everybody wants to see what is going on there. And also, away from that, let me just read on the comment section of our Facebook before dropping our curtain on air. Elegbede Busayo Remilekun was saying well done. Thank you very much. Sanitary Akinola saying in Yoruba Eku Eto. Thank you very much, Sanitary Akinola, for staying, for being with us here. And also SM The Sport. Thanks for the update. Yes, thank you very much. Musiala should stay at Munich. I also say so. And do you think staying at Bayern Munich will make him a Ballon d'Or winner? Let's see. Tottenham might not win the league, but make top 4. What they don't have is squad depth, like Arsenal did last season. Spurs might bottle the league like Arsenal. Fixtures congested might hinder Spurs' chance, but top 4 is sure. Okay, that's a good observation from SM The Sport Arena there. It's a good observation telling us that Tottenham might not win the league, but it's squad depth like Arsenal did last season. They bottled the league. You know, no one can tell. Let's see what will happen before the second half of the season begins. Let's look at what happened between now and the end of first half of the season. When the first half of the season now ends, then we would know who is still at the top, who is still going to win the league. We can say, we can predict. You can also predict from your own side and see that if Tottenham is winning the league, or if Arsenal can also win the league, or Man City, or also Liverpool can win the league. Between the two sides, who do you think is winning? Just a prediction. Let's see how it goes. And also, you know, I said it. You can also drop a prediction for the matches that are coming up today. Even in the Saudi Pro League, we have Al-Nassr against Al-Duhali. They are also playing today by 7 o'clock. All these matches are coming up by 8 o'clock p.m. Only Inter Milan against Salzburg and Galatasaray against Bayern Munich are playing by 5:45 this evening. The two sides are just playing 5:45, but the rest of the matches are coming up by 8 o'clock p.m. Oh, this is where we drop the curtain on SPORTVILLE today. This is where we can just call it a wrap on the SPORTVILLE and the world of sport. Tomorrow, by God's grace, what happens today? We'll discuss much about it. The matches that came out today. What do you think? You can do a prediction. Probably tomorrow we'll announce who won the prediction. Probably you may have something to win. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for always being with us. This is Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. God bless Nigeria. God bless this nation. God bless Ogun State. And God bless Al-IyamoyeTV and all the staff. And I am Ibrahim ONIGBINDE, which says a goodbye from here.